Harold Osmer, where they raced. NASCAR has just completed the 2024 Busch Clash up against a rain delay, or it's not a delay because they ran the day earlier. How about that? Hey, they run in the Coliseum in 22, 23, and 24. I think the 24 version will be the final time that they're here. They really didn't generate as much crowd or enthusiasm either from the drivers or the fans or anybody with this. I don't have any inside information on that, but I believe they should probably just go back to Daytona where they should have been in the first place. Anyways, hey, it was a worthwhile try. Recall that in 2022, we had the Super Bowl going on the following week after the Clash. So, I mean, that was worth something. Anyways, here you go. This is from 2022, and I made a video prior to the 22 event, and that's what's coming up next. I just thought before I reposted that, I would give a little introduction and show you what I learned there. And here it is. Enjoy. Put your comments down below. Be sure to subscribe. Come on, help me out. See ya. More auto racing has taken place in Southern California than any other place in the world, just in terms of sheer venue numbers, and it's just amazing what's happened here. And there's your list. Well, next year, 2022, NASCAR wants to come out and hold a race inside the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Now, contrary to popular belief, the Coliseum was not built for the Olympics in the 1930s. No, it was a memorial coliseum built in the 1920s, long before the Olympics thought to come here. Well, something else happened. On the site in 1903, a guy like this, Waldemar Hansen out of Pasadena, brought his cars out, and they ran an agricultural park, which was a 1-mile horse track that encircled the site of LA Coliseum. Coliseum, you can see here under construction, and you can also see the track that runs around the outside of it. It was a 1-mile thoroughbred horse racing track. Then in the 1940s, actually 1945 through 48, they ran midgets in the Coliseum. Right after World War II, they came back, they commissioned the LA City Council, who controlled the Coliseum at the time, and they said, hey, who amongst you want to vote against our boys coming back here and just having some fun? And of course, nobody would vote against that. They needed a ready-made venue, and they had one in the Coliseum. They put it to use. You can see they were bright enough to leave the top few rows vacant of spectators just in case there was a wayward car. Here's a list of all the main event winners through the time there. It was very popular events at the time. There was no TV or radio really to speak of, so there you go. Of course, today, if you want to go out and catch a race, you go to Club Speedway. It's close enough by. You can get on out there and catch some NASCAR racing and local short track stuff going on. If you want to catch big time racing, go out towards Fontana, California Speedway or Auto Club Speedway, or you can go a little bit north to Ventura Raceway and see it there. Also out at Paris Auto Speedway. So there's still plenty of auto racing taking place in Southern California. Now, a lot of folks will recognize this track. It's Saugus Speedway. They closed in 1995. And when you get talking auto racing in Southern California, you hear a lot about Ascot Park. Well, there were 4 tracks called Ascot, dating all the way back to 1906. There was Ascot Park, then there was Legion Ascot, and then there was Southern Ascot, and then there was Ascot Park in Gardena, which closed in 1990. Dodger Stadium, 1963. Dodger Stadium in the parking lot out there. Culver City had 2 racetracks. Bonelli later became Saugus. Huntington Beach Speedway. Atlantic Avenue, Carroll Speedway. Geez, like I say, there's 179 different official racetracks in Southern California. Sometimes you'll hear people talk about Gilmore Stadium. That was there from 1934 up through 1950. CBS Studios is there now. Farmers Market is still there. Third and Fairfax. Then there was plenty of drag racing taking place in Southern California. Heck, this was the home to drag racing. And don't forget, 100 years ago at Beverly Hills, right at Wilshire and Beverly, there was a big board track, 1.25 mile oval, right at Wilshire and Beverly, in Beverly Hills. Down there in San Diego, where SeaWorld is today, right on that very spot, Silvergate Speedway. No kidding. Well, so next year, NASCAR wants to come out and run at the Coliseum. Hats off to them. It will be a grand spectacle and no doubt will sell out. Just keep in mind, it's not the first time the big boys have come out to race. The midgets were out there at the Coliseum 1945 through 48. If you have any questions or comments, just reach out to me. I'm pretty easy to find, hopublishing.com. That's Harold Osmer Publishing.com. Or just leave a comment below and I'll be sure to respond to it.